Jerome Springer Show doth well contain yon adult themes and language most profane. If parent beest thou, prithee be discreet. Our matter for thy children is not meet.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the master of the rebels, Jerome Springer!
Hey, welcome to the show. You know, it's always tough when families are torn apart because two people want the same thing and only one of them can have it. Well, today on our show, our guests include two people who both want the throne of England. Yeah, please meet Mary. She's here to confront members of her own family for standing in her way. Mary. All right, Mary, what's going on here?
Well, Jerome, I think I've been silent way too long. I'm here today because I think I should be Queen of England.
So just let me get this straight then. You've already been Queen of Scotland and France.
That's right.
But you want to be Queen of England too?
Well, Jerome, what can I say? You know, some girls just like a good three-way, you know? That's right. Why the hell not? You know, I got what it takes, huh? So you point me to the throne, and I'll sit on it, all right? I will, because I'll rule all of you. I will. That's right. You know, I was Queen of Scotland when I was 1 week. All right, I was Queen of France when I was 17. I was regal before I was legal, all right? That's right. Now I want a triple crown. That's right.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Mary, calm down. Look, there's just one problem. Last time I checked, we already had a Queen of England.
Well, I know that, Jerome. She's my cousin.
Oh, so you're saying Elizabeth is your cousin?
That's right. She's my first cousin, once removed.
Once removed. And you want to be the one who removes her.
No, that ain't true. No, that's so not true, Jerome. I don't want to cause any harm to my dear cousin Lizzie.
Mary, I don't understand. I mean, we can't have two queens. There's something else going on here, Mary.
Well, you know what? I just want her to do right by me, Jerome. I mean, Lizzie's father was Henry VIII, okay? So after her sister Mary and her brother Eddie died, that makes her the oldest surviving heir to the Tudor line, okay? So that gives her the right to be queen for now. But hell, I just want Lizzie to fess up that I'm next in line, all right? After all, I'm the granddaughter of Lizzie's Aunt Margaret by way of James No. 5 of the Stuart line, all right?
Somebody give me a family tree diagram. I'm so confused. All this noble inbreeding. Look. Okay, Lizzie, all you're saying is that you want your cousin to acknowledge your claim to the throne.
Yeah, because let's face it, you know, she ain't likely to give birth to no heirs if she's bragging that she's the virgin queen, all right?
Oh, okay, but you won't actually become Queen of England until Elizabeth dies, isn't that right?
Well, queens have accidents, Jerome. Queens have accidents all the time.
Well, you can always count on family. You would never plot or scheme to murder anyone.
I would not. That's right, Jerome.
Well, I don't know, Mary. Our next guest has a different story. It's your third husband, the Earl of Bothwell.
Bothwell? I ain't seen that worthless piece of haggis in 19 years.
Well, he's here backstage. Let's bring him out.
You little piece of You get the away from me, all right? I ain't got no corny love for you, all right?
I lost everything I had for her.
Okay, but why are you calling your wife a murderer, Bothwell?
Well, I am here to just speak my mind because you know what?
No.
I killed her second husband, Lord Darnley.
Come on.
And she let me do it.
Oh, yeah, that is not true, Jerome. They never proved that, and you was found not guilty, and you know it.
You set up the trial,
Oh, come on, I did not.
She set up the trial.
You know what, Jerome? That's not true. Darnley's death was an accident, all right? It was one of them accidents where a whole lot of gunpowder sort of just blows up your house, right? And then just sends your husband's body into the garden, right?
This Darnley, he was some piece of work. You know what he done? You know what he done?
No.
He found out Mary here was having an affair. That's right, but so he had her lover killed right in front of her. Yeah. He was hoping that the shock would cause her to miscarry and die.
Whatever.
That's why she wanted him dead.
You don't know.
That's why you wanted him dead. You admit it.
That's what I call a Bloody Mary. Hey, welcome back. Well, it's a tough story. story here. Mary here wants to be the Queen of England, but in a shocking twist, we just found out that her third husband, Bothwell, killed her second husband, Darnley, for her. I see, what I don't understand is why the two of you just didn't stay in Scotland after you got married. I mean, is Scottish food really that bad?
Jerome, the fact is that after we was accused of killing my second husband...
Which we did.
Well, you know how small-minded people can be.
Oh, do I ever? Renaissance my
Well, you know, they made me give up my throne, all right? And they made my son James King of Scotland. That little usurper twerp. So I hightailed it to England.
Obviously, then, this wasn't a case of searching for better food.
No, I came to England looking for refuge. You know, and you want to know what my cousin Lizzie did? Oh, she took care of me, all right. She kept me a prisoner for 19 years, okay? She kept me locked up in a cold, dark estate with just the bare necessities of food and shelter, a private secretary, a few dozen maidservants, and a very poorly stocked wine cellar. I lost the best years of my life, Jerome. 19 years. I could have been queen of 3 countries in that time.
Yeah, sure.
If I ever see that Elizabeth, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind like she done never knew.
Well, I think you're going to get your wish because Queen Elizabeth's been backstage listening to everything. We're going to bring her out right now. Here she is, Her Highness.
You little
Protestant?
Someone else's name? If so, tell us your story. We want to know.
Okay, we're back with Mary and Elizabeth, 2 cantankerous aging queens. Now, Elizabeth, tell us why you're so upset with your cousin Mary. I mean, what has she done to you or to England?
Come on, Jerome, you heard her. Mary would do anything to get my crown. In fact, she'd probably do anyone to get my crown.
Okay, so, Liz, you're worried about whether or not you can trust Mary.
Well, Jerome, the fact is, there's a lot of Catholics in England right now who aren't too happy with a Protestant queen like me. If I know Mary, she's been conspiring with them to get rid of me.
Oh, yeah. Now, that's just a vicious lie, all right?
Oh, yeah? What about the Ridolfi plot? What about the Rising of the North? Any of that ring a bell? Any of that sound familiar to you?
Write a sonnet to the hand, girlfriend, all right?
Okay, I may not have any proof that you were involved, but I'm not an idiot either. I trust you about as far as I trust a man.
You know what, Jerome? I am loyal to her. You know, I try to be a good cousin. I have been patient all these years.
Patiently waiting for me to die.
She accuses me of all these plots. I don't know what she's talking about. I never heard of that.
She is constantly plotting against me, Jerome.
You know what? She is a lying cow, and I swear that on my 3rd husband's grave.
Hey! Sit here and listen to this sob story from a woman who murdered her second husband.
You know what? You take that back.
Face it, honey. You are nothing but poor Scottish trash. Why don't you go back to the Highland farm you came from?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, at least I ain't the virgin queen, huh? Yeah, that's right, that's right. This queen has seen action, baby, that's right. I don't appoint heirs, I make them. Oh, yeah, the old-fashioned way, that's right. Oh, yeah, baby. Huh, which queen do you like better, huh? You think she's got a pair as good as these? Huh? Look at that. You check that out. Take it in, yeah, huh?
All right. Okay.
You like it. Come on, check that out, huh?
It's a royal flash. We'll be back.
Yeah, my question is for the Queen of England over there. Not the one who wants to be the Queen, but the Queen of England on the right.
You mean good Queen Bess, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you is so good, then how come you is still the Virgin Queen, yo?
You remember my father, Henry VIII, what he did to his wives? Let's just say I'm not the marrying kind.
Better one next time. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm Francis Walsingham. I'm Queen Elizabeth's Secretary of State. And my question is for that Queen of Tarts over there, the Scottish skank. Yes, well, I run a network of spies, and they've intercepted a few of your letters that you've been smuggling out in beer barrels, right? And we've basically got proof that you're involved in a plot to kill Elizabeth and become the new queen. So, what are your plans now?
I knew it! Guards! You lying, lying!
Jerome, I got a split.
You are mine! You are mine! Off with her head! You get the chopping block. Is there an executioner in the house? Pick me! All right.
I don't want to know why
You are so mine!
No, Jerome, I'm not bad. I'm just Scottish.
Hey, do we have to have another execution? I mean, can't you just insult her or throw a chair at her or a throne or something?
Sorry, Jerome, she's crossed the line one too many times.
No.
You see why I keep oppressing Catholics? They make me do it!
You know, too often when you confront the people you love, you axe first and think later. When you cut to the chase, you may cut in haste. That's understandable, but sometimes there's another side of the story that you're missing. Instead of jumping to conclusions that could be unfounded, why not try establishing a network of spies so you can find out exactly what the other person's story is and whether they're planning to propose to you or depose you. So whether you're dealing with your lover or an ambitious and scheming rival claimant to the throne, keep an open mind, and whatever you do, take care of yourselves and each other. And try not to lose your head.
After Mary lost her head, Elizabeth nearly lost her mind. A good Christian, she was actually quite upset about having a fellow queen killed. After all, she'd lost her mother to the axe. But somehow, Elizabeth managed to get over the trauma and reigned peacefully for another 16 years. When Elizabeth died, she left behind no children, a virgin queen to the end. So the next in line for the British throne was James, son of, well, guess, go on. That's right. He was the son of Mary, Queen of Scots. James got what his mother always craved but never achieved, the throne of England. James first was crowned king, but his mother, Mary, Queen of Scots, was history. And history, like an executioner's axe, bites. Hello, America. And of course, you as an individual person, whether you're in America or on a different planet. Anyway, glad you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to assume you did. Do like it, please. Thanks for sharing it if you share it. Thanks for subscribing if you do subscribe to the channel. And if you don't, no, that's fine. They did. Everybody.